fantastic. That's what you guys help Sandra.
Yeah.
That's going to be a hot one tomorrow.
What?
Alright, awesome. We'll take care of it.
Good point. Good point.
They're going to the library. Can you look around there?
All right.
End the war sign. Hey, gravel. If you have trouble, the gravels are not all that easy trying to get through.
Yeah.
The police, as I mentioned, are armed march. We
democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like!
Tell me what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like!
Tell me what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like!
Did I tell you guys I'm so glad to see you here? Give us all And with that, I would like to introduce the Feral Throws. They are a Johnson City group.
I could settle down and be doing just fine. Yeah, on a train rolling down the line. Then I heard her say, "Hold me high." And if I did not go, believe I'd blow the sky.
It is, and thanks to all of you for being here today. It is good to see all of you. More importantly, it's good to hear all of you. You are in good voice this afternoon, good voice all the way up the street. And if there's one message that I'd like to make clear today, and that is, don't ever underestimate the power of your voice. Don't underestimate the power of one voice. Don't underestimate the power of the one voice that cries out for peace and justice in the wilderness of deceit and oppression. Your voice has power, but only when you use it. But you can use your voice only when you feel that you have no other choice. There's a saying, and for those people who go through recovery, that will only change when we realize that the pain of remaining the same is greater than the pain of change. We will only use our voices for peace and for justice when we finally realize that it's too painful not to speak out. Now there are a lot of things that I could be doing today. I suppose you could be too on your Saturday. I don't want to get out here and just make people mad at me. I don't want to put myself at risk, but I have reached a point where it's too painful not to do so. Have you reached that point? Are you sick enough of our situation to speak out?
Yes!
Have we realized yet that we are addicted to a way of living that is killing Earth? Before I came to my current church, which I must say, I'm not speaking on behalf of them. They're grown-ups and they can speak on behalf of themselves. In fact, so many people speak on behalf of us, it's important for each of us as individuals to speak for ourselves. And when I came to my current congregation, I had to fill out a little resume form, and I was asked, what's the most important theological question? And I said, well, I'm 42. I'm 46 now, but at the time I was 42. I said, I'm 42. My nephew Hunter is 1. The most important theological question that I can think of is, what is this earth going to be like when Hunter is 42? What will the world be like when entering freshmen at ETSU are my age or are your age? What are we leaving them? What kind of vision are we giving them? What kind of earth are we leaving for them? How sick are we? Here is how sick and addicted we are. The United States makes up 4% of the world's population. The United States consumes 25% of the world's oil. If every human being on Earth lived the lifestyle of the average American, we would need 4 planets to sustain us. 4 planets worth, and we have 1. And the prophet stood up and he used his voice and he said, "Ah, you who join house to house, who add field to field, until there's no room for no one but you, and you're left to live alone in the midst of the land." He could have been speaking to us. He could have been speaking to empire builders who believed wrongly that peace is the product and the result of war. The vision of empire is patriotically packaged and religiously legitimated. And this war is wrong. This war was and still is illegal, immoral, and unjust. It has cost the people of Earth tens of thousands, perhaps hundreds of thousands of lives, nearly $500 billion, and it has cost America its soul. But there is a different vision, and it is a vision of the people of conscience. It is the vision of those who have voices and who are here today, who are thankful that other people see this too. We have glimpsed a vision of wholeness. We have glimpsed a vision of peace, justice, and dignity for all people. We know, as the chant goes, what democracy sounds like. People of conscience are arising with their voices, and there is a swell of peace. People of conscience are finding their voices. Now use your voice. Your voice must be strong. It must be clear, it must be humble, it must be true, and it must come from a heart of peace. So use your voice. Let's hear your voice. Let Congress hear your voice. Let the President hear your voice. Let it be the voice of peace, of shalom, of salam. Shanti. Namaste.
Somebody else asked me, well, you know, if we leave, won't they just organize against us? Well, I think our administration is working on that. They're trying to get Walmarts in there so nobody can organize. That's one way to do it. All right.